Okay, so many of you are using downloadable assets like an ebook or a white paper to generate leads, especially higher up in the buying process or higher up in the funnel. But a missing ingredient that we see in a lot of our clients' accounts is that they're not able to track the full impact of those downloads as it relates to activity farther down the funnel. And the missing link here, no pun intended, is really the way that people are tracking traffic from those PDFs or those free reports back to their site. So today's quick tip video is actually very quick and very short. I just want to show you how to get better tracking in place so that you know exactly the impact that those downloadable assets are having on maybe new leads and even new sales farther down the funnel. Okay, so let's look at this ebook here that I downloaded from HubSpot. You can see that there are links throughout the document. Now, when I click on one of these links and I go back to their site, HubSpot wants to know where that traffic came from. And I want to show you how to do that real quick with Google's Campaign URL Builder. Okay, so follow the link that we've put together in the blog post that goes along with this video, but you can also just Google Campaign URL Builder. Now, there's just a few fields for you to fill out here. And one is just to use the URL that you want to send people back to from the actual ebook. So that in this case would be whatever this page leads to if we're taking this example. So put your URL in here. Now campaign source, you can be flexible on the terms that you use here, but in this case I would say ebook because that's what sent the traffic. Campaign medium, for here you want to use the ebook title, so just be able to distinguish this ebook from other downloadables that you have. And then campaign name, maybe you have a big push to get B2B types of clients or you're just doing a lot of B2B content, that could be a campaign name right there. You could also even choose a traffic source that people use to download this particular asset. But since you're probably going to be running campaigns across multiple channels, I would just keep this a little bit more general to what you're trying to accomplish with the campaign. So with these items in place, this tool will create a URL, and what you're basically creating here is a URL that has UTM parameters, and these UTM parameters are going to help you identify the traffic later on in your analytics. So basically, if I wanted to track traffic from the ebook, I would copy this URL and then make that the destination URL for any of the links that I'm using within the ebook itself. So before you turn it out to be a PDF, make sure that you've taken this step and you've tagged all the URLs that could send people back to your site for a demo or for anything else using this tool. So let's say I actually visit, in this case, the home page. You can see that all my UTM parameters are here. Once I clicked on that link in the ebook and it brought me to the home page, I have the UTM source, the medium, and the campaign. Now, because I just went here, it's not going to trigger in my analytics, but I want to show you that in an acquisition report, if I click down to acquisition, I go down to campaigns, I'll be able to actually parse through the traffic that has come from the different campaigns that I've labeled. So you can see that we have a bunch here for our own site, but given a little bit more time, let Google Analytics catch up and it would actually record this visit as well. Now the beauty is when I go to do a breakdown of conversions and to see where people are at and where they're coming from when they're converting to a leads, I'll be able to see that source, that campaign source in this report and understand, okay, not only is this ebook a really great lead generator, people are giving us their information, but it's sending people back to our site and then they're converting to another offer down the line. It's also very helpful if you want to maybe optimize placement of calls to action within the PDF to test really what converts people to the next step. So maybe you had an ebook, you want to drive people to a webinar. That'd be one thing to test. Or maybe you had an ebook and you then were bringing people to a demo request. You could test the effectiveness of that against the webinar. So all I can say is tag, tag, tag. Tag as much as you possibly can for these downloadable assets, which are often where you're missing the opportunity to track traffic down the line. And use this handy little tool to do it in about 30 seconds or less.